Wolf and Bulldog wake up outside their house in the forest early in the morning. They go to pick fruits, collecting apples happily, and then return home together. Excitedly, they start making breakfast, cooking meat over the fire and eating it together. While they are warming their hands near the fire, Wolf starts staring at the flames, and suddenly his tail catches fire. His tail begins to burn. Bulldog quickly pours water on Wolf's tail, but the fire doesn't go out completely. He tells Wolf to clean it with a cloth, but Wolf refuses. Wolf becomes very worried because his tail is burned badly. They try to treat it by applying medicine made from leaves, but it doesn't help. Wolf sadly says his tail has become shorter. Bulldog then burns one of the leaves and lets Wolf smell the ashes, but Wolf sneezes loudly, making Bulldog burst into laughter. After that, they go near a pond. Wolf drinks water and washes his tail. Then he starts splashing water on Bulldog playfully, soaking him completely. Wolf then says he needs the magical tail cream. They search for a map and start packing their things to go find it. Wolf and Bulldog begin their journey on foot. On the way, they find some butterflies flying around and start chasing them, but soon they lose their way. Bulldog uses a compass to find the right direction again, leading them into the magical forest. Inside, they see glowing magical mushrooms everywhere. They pick a few and put them in their bag. Suddenly, Wolf gets scared and climbs up a tree, right in front of a giant magical tree. Wolf and Bulldog go inside the trunk of the big tree. They see magical honey dripping down from above. Just then, an old wise owl appears from the hollow of the tree. Both of them get startled for a moment. Wolf tells the owl everything, how his tail caught fire and got burned. The owl listens carefully and says, "All right, I'll help you. But first, you must solve my riddle." So, Wolf and Bulldog begin searching around the tree roots, trying to solve the owl's riddle. While exploring, they find hidden paths leading deep inside the tree. Following them, they finally discover a secret chamber glowing with golden light, and there they find the jar full of magical honey. They thank the owl warmly and leave the magical forest carrying the shining jar of honey. On the way back, the jar glows brightly in their hands. Wolf has some peanut seeds in his pocket, and when a little squirrel appears, he shares a few with her. Then they both continue their way home happily. That night, inside their cozy little home, they place the magical honey jar on the table. Wolf makes a small stream using a dish and gently pours the honey into it. As soon as the honey spreads across the surface, Wolf dips his burned tail into it, and suddenly, it starts glowing and growing back. Wolf watches in amazement as his tail completely heals, shiny and fluffy again. Overjoyed, Wolf and Bulldog start jumping and laughing around the room. Bulldog picks up the remaining honey and waves it like magic, but accidentally breaks the lamp, making them both burst into laughter. Later, they go to the park to play under the moonlight, Wolf's tail swinging proudly behind him. After playing, they return home, sit together, and think about all the adventures they had that day, smiling at how everything turned out just right.